morning and welcome to my coffee maker. I've done one video where I kind of show you the basics of how to use this delightful machine. This was new to us like a year ago. We bought this sort of as a housewarming gift to ourselves because we needed a new coffee maker. And we had been using the Keurig K-Cups for like a long time. We had a combination machine that would make drip coffee and the K-Cups. And we got this instead of getting a new one of those because it was just like wearing out. It happens, things wear out, things break, okay? But instead of getting a new one of those, we bought this one, which does the pot of drip coffee, and it also pulls espresso shots. So we hoped that this machine, having this machine and having the ability to pull shots at home and also like steam milk with this thing over here, we had hoped that this machine would keep us from going to Starbucks so often. I can tell you right now, I have not been to Starbucks in over 8 weeks. The last time I was at Starbucks, I was actually traveling, so I wasn't even home. So like the beginning of September, it's been a while. So this machine is really handy because it does both and it can do it pretty fast. Like it makes up to 10 cups in the pot of drip coffee. I'm not gonna be showing you that today. It's not very exciting. Like this part over here slides open. It's got the filter basket. I don't think you need to use the paper filters, but we do anyway, in addition to the filter basket. But today I wanted to show you the espresso side, but I want to make 2 or 3 special coffees. I've got one that I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna try it anyway. So I want to make a ultimate pumpkin spice latte. Okay, and when I say ultimate, I mean it. This is not an everyday pumpkin spice latte kind of thing. This is not even maybe a once a week sort of thing. This is a very special occasion pumpkin spice latte sort of thing. Now I'm gonna say I have been working really hard at work. I've got a project that's taken me a long time to do, and my boss wants it done by noon tomorrow. We'll see if that's possible because there's a lot going on at work right now anyway. So I'm treating myself, but I'm also going to make an eggnog latte today, and I'm gonna try to make something with peppermint. So I'm going to be absolutely wired on coffee today, and I am very excited about it. So this is the machine. I have it turned on, so I think there's a switch on the back to like turn it on, but to make sure like the machine itself is turned on. But to turn on the espresso side, you push this button over here on the side right here. So you push that, and then when this thing turns green, which it is right now because it's been on for a while, then that means that it's hot enough so it's ready to brew your espresso. Back here is the water tank. Mine is full because I just filled it. I like to just keep water in there. And then on top I have my espresso handle thing. I am not a barista, so I don't know the technical terms for any of these things, but I do know that it came with this. This is the double shot one. It came with a smaller one, and we put it somewhere, and it might be up here somewhere, but I'm not gonna look for it because we always use the big one anyway. It came with this coffee scoop slash like press thing, so you can press your shot. And then I bought this separately. This is like a steaming cup, steaming mug or whatever, and it's got measurements on the inside on both sides. So it has ounces and milliliters, which is nice if you want to measure how much of whatever you're steaming, however much you want to put in your drink. I don't typically measure, I just do some until it looks right. So also I have this frother thing. This is one of those battery powered like woo whisks, I guess, and it kind of helps like froth milk if you don't want to steam it and you just want to froth it, which I will do for probably the peppermint one. I think I want to start with the eggnog coffee. And yes, I said eggnog coffee. We're gonna do the eggnog latte first. So I love eggnog, and I feel like, didn't Starbucks get rid of their eggnog latte last year? And I made a ton of these last year. Making it at home means I can make it the way that I like it, and I like a lot of nutmeg in my eggnog. So we found this coffee at the grocery store and mistakenly only bought 1 bag of it last year. So it's very good. It's the New England Coffee Holiday Edition. It's the eggnog coffee. And I have started looking for it this year, and I found it online at Keurig.com. And so I bought a bunch of these and I regret nothing, okay? Now when you open this up, it smells really strongly of eggnog. And if you don't like flavored coffees, you're gonna think, ew, I'm not gonna like that. When you brew it, something magical happens with this coffee, and that strong smell that you think, oh, I'm not gonna like that. It smells really artificial, but when you drink it, it is so good. And then when you put like eggnog in your steaming thing, and then you steam your eggnog, I'm telling you, it is to die for. So I wanted to show you this because it's every bit as good as you want it to be. If you want eggnog coffee, if you like eggnog coffee, go get you some. So now I'm ready to pull a shot. My machine is hot and ready, and I've got my coffee in this jar already. The bag was just for display purposes. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my shot so that I can pull my shot. I know barista's probably gonna tell me that the grind of this coffee is wrong for what I'm trying to do with it. I don't care, okay? It's been working for me, and I'm not gonna like regrind this coffee to make it finer for pulling espresso shots. I'm not doing it. So the eggnog coffee, it does come pre-ground, and I know that's not for everybody, but I like the convenience factor. And this handle just kind of fits up in there, and then you twist it to lock it into place. And I'm gonna get a mug. I do want to say that you kind of need shorter mugs to fit under the espresso handle, and it's actually pretty easy to find mugs that fit under here. And if you have like fine china, and you have like the teacups or coffee cups, espresso cups, those will fit under here. So if you're doing this for Thanksgiving, you're gonna be pulling a lot of espresso shots, but they will fit right under here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling the shot. Now you push the button, and there's no timer. It doesn't time out. You have to kind of like know when to stop pulling the shot and then unpress the button. I typically go for somewhere between 27 and 32 seconds. If I'm counting, if I'm not counting and I walk away, I just go by what it looks like because I've used it that much, so I know what it looks like. So anyway, since this is a double, I'm going between 27 and 32 seconds. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull the shots for all 3 of my coffees right now, and then we will get to steaming the milk and eggnog for these. But I'm gonna go ahead, turn you off, pull the other 2 shots, and then I'll pick you up when I'm done pulling those. All of the shots have been pulled, and now it's time to start steaming. So I have my little steaming mug here. I'm going to switch it from pulling espresso to steaming. So right now this button is lit up green. I'm gonna move it and push the bottom button. And you probably think, oh no, what's that gonna do? It's going to start heating up water so that it can start steaming. So this doesn't actually pull anything. This one will start pulling water from your tank. It is worth a quick glance to make sure your tank still has water in it. Mine could probably do with a refill. Let me fill that real quick. It's already gurgling and the light is green. So I'm going to put some eggnog in my steaming mug. And like I said, I don't typically measure, but I'm gonna put some in here, put the lid back on. And then over here on this side, we have a little switch doohickey thing, and it kind of turns. It's a knob. It's a knob that turns. And we've got our steaming nozzle right here. So I'm gonna put, can you see? I'm gonna put this in here so that it'll start steaming, and then turn my knob. Okay, steaming the eggnog is done. I've realized there's probably a better way for me to show you, so I'm gonna do that when I steam the milk for the pumpkin spice latte. So let me pour this into my eggnog coffee really fast, because I am just gonna recycle my canister. And I'm not trying to do anything fancy with latte art. I'm just pouring that in there. this is really hot, it's gonna keep your coffee hot. We're not done with that one yet. So let me take the camera off and actually show you what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the knob and the steaming nozzle. Hold on. Coffee maker tour. Okay, so this is the button that we want to be lit up green. If I unpress it, it turns black. If I repress it, it's still green because it is hot enough to steam whatever I'm going to be steaming. So over here on the side, this is the button that we have to turn off and on this espresso side. So if I unpress this, this whole side turns off. Press it again, it's on. This is still depressed, so this is where it's going to be hot. And then this is the steaming knob that I'm talking about. So let me take my steaming cup, okay, and we'll put this under the steaming nozzle. And then when I'm ready to start steaming, I will twist this knob. It's gonna get noisy. We're at the counter now because I have my cream steamed, so I'm just gonna divide that evenly between the peppermint and the pumpkin spice. And like I said, I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I'm not good at that. I'm not a barista. I'm not quite done with the whipping cream yet though. I'm gonna put just a little bit back in the steaming mug. I'm not gonna steam it. I'm gonna put a little bit of this creme de menthe syrup in my coffee. I know it's green. And I'm gonna put a little bit in my cream. So yes, it is green. It is non-alcoholic, so if you want to make like virgin grasshoppers with this, you can. But I'm gonna make a whipped cream. So I've got my frother. So I'm just gonna froth the cream till it becomes like a whipped cream. And we'll put this on top of our peppermint latte. Now there's not much right now making this a peppermint latte. I just put a little bit of that that creme de menthe syrup in the coffee. If you wanted to spike it, you could put peppermint schnapps in there or the peppermint bark bruschetta in there. You could put a little bit of peppermint extract. If you have a peppermint coffee that you really like, you could put that in there. I have a candy cane that I'm going to put in because I really like the way a candy cane will sort of melt and dissolve into a cup of coffee with the heat of the coffee. We have our lightly whipped cream with the creme de menthe in it, and I've got my candy cane that I've just unwrapped and it just broke. So I'm just gonna kind of lay the candy cane over the edge of the mug, and I need a spoon. Dollop this whipped cream on top. It looks sort of like marshmallow fluff. There is my peppermint latte. I will take a picture and insert it here. It's a lot prettier than you think it is. And I don't know, I like it. I think it's cute. Let's taste it, shall we? I could use a hit of caffeine. I really like that because it's not too minty. Sometimes you get a peppermint latte or peppermint mocha and they're just so like spicy mint. And this one's like a nice, light, sweet mint. I don't know if you can find some sort of, you know, mint syrup. If you can find like a Torani mint syrup, you could put a little white chocolate in here if you wanted. I'm not going to for this one, but I'm really enjoying this. Man, that's good. Let's move on to our eggnog latte because we're almost done. Similar to the peppermint, I'm gonna put some cream in the steaming bucket, canister, jug, and I'm gonna froth it until it becomes whipped cream. And I'm gonna scoop this out onto my eggnog latte, just like I did with the peppermint. If you have like Ready Whip or whipped cream in a can, you can use that. It's a lot faster, a lot easier. I only have one kind and it is not plain, but we're gonna be using it for the next coffee. So now we've got our whipped cream on top of our eggnog latte. So I'm gonna sprinkle just a little dusting of nutmeg right on top. Ta-da! It looks so pretty and it smells so good. I'm gonna take another picture. Now it's time to taste. This one I think is probably, oh no, can I say it's my favorite? Yeah, I can. So now it's time for a pumpkin spice, ultimate pumpkin spice latte. So what I have in here is I have a shot of espresso and I have some steamed milk. I don't have anything else in here. So we have some Torani pumpkin pie syrup. So I'm gonna use this, and not very much. We're gonna do a couple of teaspoons and just eyeball it. Next, I have a can of whipped cream this time, but this one is pumpkin spice whipped dairy topping from my very favorite grocery store, Aldi. So if you're curious, this is one of their seasonal whipped cream flavors. They have a peppermint bark one in the, like, closer to winter time, Christmas time, sort of. So I'm just going to use this on my pumpkin spice latte. It's ultimate. We need a lot of whipped cream on this one. And then, to finish it off, I have a Jordan's Skinny Sauces pumpkin spice sauce topping. So I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of this sauce on top of the whipped cream. Okay, I hate the nozzle on that. It's like one of those ketchup bottles. It worked though. So here's a picture of our pumpkin spice, ultimate pumpkin spice latte. Now, I'm going to taste this one. It smells like pumpkin spice, and it tastes like pumpkin spice. Ooh, that's really good. All right, before I let you go, I want to talk about making your special coffees super duper special and spiking them. So I didn't pull anything out of our cabinets, but I just wanted to talk about what you could potentially put in your coffee if you decided you wanted to have one of these on a Saturday morning or a Saturday evening, a Friday evening, after a gathering and you don't have to work the next day. So white chocolate Godiva is always a good choice, I think, especially if you put it in like a peppermint latte. Rum chata is one of my favorites. There's a peppermint bark rum chata that's in a beautiful striped bottle that you could put in like a peppermint latte. If you're looking for pumpkin spice flavored things, I mean, the world is your oyster. There's pumpkin spice vodka, there's pumpkin spice Baileys, there's lots of different sorts of cream liqueurs you could put in your pumpkin spice latte. So I just want to encourage you to have fun with it. And if you have a special coffee recipe that I'm missing out on, please tell me, because I'm looking for fun things to try this holiday season. I'm home with my espresso maker all day and I don't have all kinds of time to play with it, but I do have some time during my breaks during the day to make myself a nice special coffee to kind of power me through the rest of the day. So I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. I'm going to be wired for the rest of the day, which is good because I have work to do, but that is where I'm going to leave you guys for today, and you guys will see me in another video, another VlogsGiving video tomorrow. Bye!